Good morning, Year 3, Mr. Grocott here with some more maths for you. Today we are looking at estimating answers. Now, we have done estimations before, so hopefully you can remember what they are. Estimation basically means you're having a guess, but not a random guess, a sensible guess, a guess that you've been able to work out, okay? So for example, High Street School has 119 pupils. Main Road School has 486 pupils. Estimate how many pupils attend the schools in total. So this is how I'm going to estimate. I'm going to take 119, I'm going to say, well, 119 is very close to 100, so I'm going to round it down to 100. 486, well, that's very close to 500, so I'm going to round that up to 500. And I'm going to do 100 add 500 equals 600. And that's my answer. I estimate there are 600 pupils. And that's a sensible guess. If I said, oh, High Street has 119, Main Road has 486, I think there's 1,000, that wouldn't be a sensible guess, would it? Because 119 add 100 add 400 is nowhere near 1,000. By converting them to different numbers, so 100 and 500, I've been able to come up with a sensible estimate. Let's have a look at these two questions. I'm going to do this one, and you're going to have a go at this one. So, I'm going to do 604 at 38. Well, I'm going to round 604 down to 600. And I'm going to round 38 up to 40. And that's a nice easy sum. 600 and add 40 is 640. So my estimate is 640. See if you can solve number 2. And welcome back if you've had a go. So 298 take away 93. Well, I'm going to do 300 because that's very close to 298. And I'm going to take away 100 because 93 is close to 100. And that's a very easy sum because it gives me 200. You might have done it where you had 300 and you took away 90 because 93 is actually closer to 90 than it is 100. And that would give you the answer 210. Both of those would be sensible estimates. The reason I've done this one is because it's easier to do 100 take away another 100 than it is to do 100 take away a set of tens. Okay? Now, let's have a look at this question here. 301 add 104. Well, I've done that as 300 add 100 equals 400. We've then got 318 add 112. I've done that again as 300 add 100. My question to you is, which estimate is more accurate? Now, if you come across this sort of question, you can solve it by doing this. Draw a number line. So I've drawn my number line between 300 and 400. Because that's the number I started with and the number I ended up with. I've then put 301 and 318 on the number line. Now, as you can see, 301 is a lot closer to 300 than what 318 is. Then I've drawn another number line, this time between 100 and 400. 100 and 200, sorry. Don't need to go up to 400. So, I've plotted 104 and 112 on my number line. And as you can see, 104 is much closer to 100 than 112 is. So which do you think is more accurate? Number 1 or number 2? Hopefully, you will think number 1 is more accurate. Why? Because I've had to change 301 and 104. I've had to make less of a change to them than I did to number 2. With 301, I only took 1 off to get 300, whereas with 318, I had to get rid of 18. With 104, I only had to get rid of 4, but with 112, I had to get rid of 12. So this estimate is more accurate. It's a better guess. See if you can change these two into estimates and then tell me which is more accurate. And welcome back if you paused. So you should have ended up with 700, take away 100, because they're the two closest numbers, and that gave you 600. With B, you should have also ended up with the same. 700 take away 100 equals 600. As for which is the better estimate, well, 707 take away 97, you've had to do less changes to those numbers than you would have done to 711 and 95. So that means A is the better estimate. Well done if you got that right. With this question, Mr. Brown saves some money each week. He saves £181 on week 1, £291 on week 2, £207 on week 3, and £93 on week 4. Mr. Brown wants to save at least £700 after 4 weeks. Has he saved this much, and estimate how much he has saved? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to round them all up. I'm going to say that's £200. I'm going to say that's £300. That's going to be £200. And because I want to make it nice and easy, I want to just add hundreds together rather than do hundreds, add a couple of tens. I'm going to round this one up to £100. So now let's add it up. So I've got 200, add 300, add 200, add 100. 200, 500, 700, 800. So I estimate he has saved £800. Okay. How has he saved enough money? Well, he wants to save at least 700. I'm estimating he's saved about £800. So has he saved enough? Yes, he has. According to my estimate, he has anyway. Let's look at the final question. Now pay close attention to this one. 2 classes are going on a school trip. In class 2, there are 32 pupils. In class 3, there are 31 pupils. One coach holds 60 pupils. Now Jack says, one coach will have enough seats because I estimate 32 add 31. I will do 30 add 30, which is 60. Now Jack is incorrect for one reason. Why do you think that reason is? His estimate is okay because he's rounded down to 30 add 30, which is 60. But what he's actually wrong about is saying that one coach will have enough seats. Okay, now let me explain why. 32 and 31 are bigger numbers than 30 and 30. So if 30 add 30 is 60, well then 32 and 31 must be bigger than 60, which means the coach can't hold all of them. So I would say 32 and 31 are bigger numbers than 30 and 30. So if 30 add 30 equals 60, then 31 add 32 must be bigger than 60. Okay. So that's why he's wrong. He's right with his estimates, but he's wrong by saying one coach will have enough seats. And that is why he's incorrect. So, today, questions 1 to 4 are silver, gold is 5 to 8, and platinum is on a separate sheet. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch. Have a good day. Bye.